Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Haven't had a video up in a couple of weeks. My computer's been a little bit funny. It's not letting me transfer things from my phone to the computer. I've given it a bit of a clean up and stuff like that. So hopefully I've got the computer. It seems to be working a bit quicker and a bit better now. And hopefully I've changed the cord too. I've got a new cord, so hopefully that will transfer things over to the computer. I can get this video uploaded to YouTube. So we'll see. Anyway, just responding to a video from Darth Phoenix 619, who responded to the Darth Prime, titled Action Figure Love. So I'm just going to be doing what they did and sharing a couple of items from my childhood that hold a bit of sentimental value and some memories. So, yeah, anyway guys, hope you're all doing well. It's good to be back after a couple of weeks. I've been trying to keep up with all your videos as best I can and comment as much as I can. But, yeah, anyway guys, let's go and have a look. Alright, so I've had this item since I was really young. I'm just trying to get some lighting here. I've got this little lamp here, and it is so busted I shouldn't be using it. So I'll just have to go without for now. But like I said, I've had this item since I was really young. Probably 7 or 8. This is 2 sets that come out in the Power of the Force line. The cardboard that sits in the back isn't the original one. It was originally a Millennium Falcon picture that came in the box. I think these were called cinema scenes. And if I can find a date, I can't. It might be on the inside of Obi-Wan's leg. But basically light up lightsabers, which still, the original batteries are still in the back. I can't because at some stage during my childhood I decided to glue his cape shut. I didn't like the fact that it was open like that on both sides. It just looked terrible, but you can sort of see back there, there's a button, and there's a bit of a battery pack in his back, and the wire that runs down his arm there. So it still lights up. I know you probably can't see it because it's green. Like, I'm not sure why they were able, maybe they didn't have the technology to get blue lights. I got no idea. But for some reason Obi-Wan was given a green lightsaber. But this is the first Obi-Wan and second Darth Vader I had as a kid. I had the normal Power of the Force one, Vader, but never had the original Power of the Force Ben Kenobi. So these lightsabers broke so many times. They've been super glued into place so many times. So I mean, it's not going anywhere now. I've been really careful with these things over the years. But they just sort of fit into the peg there. Darth Vader. If I do that, you can sort of see this lit up. The very He-Man looking Darth Vader once again. He's got the battery pack back there. 1996. So yeah, nearly 20 years I've had this for. So give or take 18, 19 years, we'll say. So yeah, probably back when I was 8 years old, 8 or 9. It's been a long time. I've had these in my collection for a very long time. Always, as long as I can remember, I always had a little shelf for all my Star Wars figures, whether it was on the center of my desk. I remember having a desk in my bedroom as a kid, just always sat up against the wall, and I had figures sort of sitting along the wall next to it. So I've always had that. Now the thing about this is there's some little handles on the side, so you can move the figures in and out. And it spins, so you can get them to spin too. So yeah, you get them to fight. But yeah, this is definitely an item I will save and cherish for as long as I can. It's probably one of the oldest items in my collection. Still really good condition. Got these sort of pieces here. You can sort of see where I sticky taped the original cardboard too. I've just sort of tacked it on with a bit of masking tape. But this thing got some serious play time as a kid. Like I said, those lightsabers broke off so many times. It's ridiculous. My other item was, I shared this in a haul video a couple of weeks ago. This is Chewbacca for the Power of the Force. I picked this up at a market for $5 just to keep in the packaging. Now, I know I've told the story a couple of times, but I basically had most of these figures. I didn't have Obi-Wan Kenobi. I've still got R2-D2. I've still got a Stormtrooper. I still don't have the original one that I had. But yeah, I had all those figures as a kid. They all got stolen from someone.
who was posing as my friend. So I was probably 10, 11 years old, maybe not even that old. Might have been 10 years old when that happened. Now, they're all from 1995. This Chewbacca and Darth Vader were the first figures I ever got. Can't remember if it was for a birthday or Christmas, but I do remember that they were the first one. And the Chewbacca I had, he got some serious playtime. He was my favourite character as a kid. I don't know why. I just really liked him. Yeah, he got some serious time. He used to go out the backyard and he used to hang out in trees. When I was climbing trees, he'd be up in the tree with me. Yeah, I took Chewbacca everywhere. So this, despite it not being the one I had, the actual figure I had as a kid, it's nice to have this memory again. And I will be trying to track them down at some stage as well, just to have on the card, just for memory's sake. Can't replace them, but the memories are still there, so that just having this figure in my hands like this is really, really cool. And this is the line that started it all for me as a collector, being born in the late 80s. And another thing takes me back to my childhood is these little die-cast wings. Now, I haven't got the original stand. It came in a blue stand. I'm not sure what happened to it. This is a little die-cast one. You can see it's quite heavy. It's made out of, it's like a die-cast metal. Me and my buddy across the road, who's my best friend when I was a kid, don't really speak much now. We're friends on Facebook, so we keep in touch every now and then. But he was about a year and a half younger than me. Now, we both collected Star Wars. We both had Star Wars shelves. He was more into vehicles than I was. So he had a full set of these. Like, he had the Millennium Falcon, he had a TIE Fighter, he had a Death Star, he had a Star Destroyer. He didn't have the Y-Wing though. Or maybe he did, I can't remember. I really can't remember, to be honest. But I got the Y-Wing. This is the only one I ever got. I'm not sure why I didn't get any more. Maybe it's just he was more into the vehicles, I was more into the characters. So I had a lot of figures, he had a lot of vehicles and stuff. So it accommodated two types of play. So we'd team up and we'd have the rebels fighting the Empire, which was usually like a TIE Fighter versus Y-Wing and an X-Wing. And that was about it. I reckon there was a TIE Interceptor. I can't remember. I'd have to look them up. But these been around for a lot of years. This is from, you just have a look, 1996. So that's nearly 19 years old. Well, it is 19 years old. So that's going back to, yeah, me being, yeah, sort of 10 years old. What is that, 8 or 9? But this still holds a lot of value, holds a lot of memories. Us racing around, we used to sit in the living room and fly these little ships around the living room, and there's really nice little details on them as well for the time. No, I'd love to see something like this again. Looks like we are getting some kind of vehicles coming out in the Hot Wheels line from Mattel. Not just the character cars that we have been getting, but we're actually going to be getting some vehicles, which would be really nice. I hope they're like die-cast metal. I haven't looked into it too much. But that's pretty much what I've got. I also have this Rick Grimes figure that reminds me of about 2 weeks ago when I bought him. That was a good day. He's a cool figure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's 3 items that really take me back to my childhood. Toy-wise anyway, just really, yeah, some cool items. Like I like Adam and Tony. I collected Ninja Turtles. I didn't collect them, but I had Ninja Turtles toys. I had Power Rangers. I had Thomas the Tank Engines. I had all sorts of different toys and collectibles and bits and pieces. And yeah, they eventually, as you grow up, as they do, they sort of vanish and they sort of come back memories of them later in life. And yeah, it's cool to still hold on to these items, so never let go of these. So that's about all I've got for this video. Until my next one, I hope you're all doing well, and we'll catch up with you soon. May the Force be with you guys.